The man followed the cart filled with gold, silver, and jewels, sneaking into the vault unnoticed. Using the force of the descent, he leaped forward, rolling onto the central platform in one swift motion. Little did he know, this unintentional move saved his life. Beneath the pit lay countless venomous scorpions. Anyone who fell would surely meet their doom. The man quickly composed himself and scanned the opposite side, his eyes fixed on the glittering eye of power in the distance, the treasure he had come for. But he didn't act rashly. To reach the prize, he had to pass through two perilous challenges ahead. Legend had it that no one had ever survived long enough to claim the treasure. Fortunately, the man was well prepared. With just a glance at the blueprints, he figured out the trick to the first challenge. The small mirrors scattered across the floor. He grabbed a torch, lit it, and swung it behind him to cast his shadow over the mirrors. The moment the shadow covered the mirrors, the mechanism was triggered. The first challenge seemed impossible to solve, but the man quickly devised a plan. He raised the torch high above his head, aligning his body with his shadow as closely as possible. By carefully avoiding the mirrors on the ground, he managed to bypass the trap. The first challenge was over in no time, and its simplicity made him let his guard down. When he reached the second challenge, he saw a series of circles on the floor. Naively, he thought all he had to do was avoid stepping on them. He stepped forward confidently, but the rings beneath him began to sink. By the time he realized his mistake, it was too late. Suddenly, statues on either side started spinning, their blades slicing through the air in a deadly frenzy. The man had no choice but to dodge and weave through the chaos, narrowly avoiding being sliced by the sharp blades. Just as he reached the end of the second challenge, the mechanism finally stopped, and he barely made it through. But before he could celebrate, a third challenge awaited him. Strangely, the blueprints had made no mention of this one. With the treasure now in plain sight, the man decided to risk it all. As soon as he stepped onto the third challenge, the tiles beneath him began to crumble and fall. He sprinted forward, racing against time. At the last second, he leaped into the air and grabbed the Eye of Power. But his victory was short-lived. He plummeted to the bottom of the vault, where swarms of venomous scorpions immediately surrounded him. Fortunately, the Eye of Power emitted a blinding light, keeping the scorpions at bay. The man had successfully stolen the treasure.